People, this is Fallback Digital here, and we're gonna do something a little different. As in regards to Jimmy Barbecue. Jimmy Barbecue is being called this notorious gang member of Haiti, and it's like he's doing some super bad things. And I'm different nowadays. Like I don't believe what the narrative is telling me. You understand me? Because there was proved wrong so many times that it's like why we still believing why we still believing in this? For real, like why are we still believing in what they tell us? And if they do tell us something, we need to do our own research and really dive super deep. You understand me? But I want to get into this video right here because I like how they break it down. It's a YouTube channel called Redacted. Um, like Redacted, no, Fallback Digital sent you, and please subscribe, like, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? And please hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? And let's get into it, man. You know what I'm saying? This is a This is some real stuff right here, man. This needs to be talking about because it's the same situation what happened with Gaddafi and other leaders that's out there who was doing good, but the West control the narrative, so they paint the narrative to make them look like they some bad person, and then next thing you know, you don't mind that they go ahead and murder this dude for just being good. And this look like this is like a similar situation where the Western powers they don't want this dude right now. So let's check this video out. Let me know what you think in the comments. All right, please like, man. This is my new journey, and we're gonna talk about the real issues, and we're gonna keep it real and let you know what the real deal is. We not. This is real news. You understand me? I don't know about. We ain't dealing with no fake news over here. All right, so let's get into it. Let's go.
Well, the propaganda about the country of Haiti is off the charts right now. If you pay attention to the Western press, the island country is basically overrun by cannibals. It's being led by a crazy man named Jimmy Cherizier, aka Barbecue, who eats his enemies, and he arrests journalists and locks them up. If you've been watching our show for any length of time, you know that, of course, is all a giant pile of horse shit. And one journalist, probably the best journalist on this story anywhere in the world, is a man by the name of Dan Cohen from Uncaptured Media. And Dan has been a longtime friend of our show. And of course, we here at Redacted sent Dan to Haiti to cover this story exclusively over the past couple of years. No one knows more about this story than Dan. So Dan, I wanted to bring you in on this story because over the past few hours, there's a YouTuber who was allegedly kidnapped in Haiti while attempting to interview Jimmy Cherizier. Now they've even dropped calling him by his real name. They just call him Barbecue, which has been his nickname for many years. And so this YouTuber was kidnapped, and they're blaming it all on Barbecue, the Western media, this madman who's now in charge of Haiti. People do not like to hear the truth. Can you sort of elucidate us here on the truth of what's going on here?
Yeah, and as you might expect, it's pretty much reality is pretty much the opposite of what the mainstream media is selling us. Basically, what happened is a prominent YouTuber streamer who goes by Your Fellow Arab, a young Arab American guy, wanted to go to Haiti to interview Barbecue after Barbecue became, this media sensation with all this talk about cannibalism. I think he was, want to get some views. So he arranged with Barbecue ahead of time, get down to Haiti and sure, you can interview me, as countless journalists have. Interestingly, I'm myself and Haiti Liberté, Kim Ives of Haiti Liberté, we're the only independent journalists that go down there, but countless mainstream journalists go down there and interview Barbecue all the time. Now, because of the situation right now, the airport in Port-au-Prince is there are not many flights going in. The commercial airlines are shut down, but apparently you can still get a flight into the city of Cap Haitian, which is in the north of the country. And so, in order to get from Cap Haitian to Port-au-Prince, you have to drive. And so, what he did, apparently, I haven't spoken to him, so I'm still waiting to get the exact account. But he flew into Cap Haitian, and he waited, I guess, until daylight hours to drive from Cap Haitian to Port-au-Prince. Now, that is a really dangerous proposition. Those roads, anything can happen. You're pretty much guaranteed to be shaken down by whoever, whether it's corrupt police, any armed group, anybody who has a gun, who sees this guy's probably worth some money is probably going to try to extract something from you. Okay, so apparently he made it most of the way. He got just kind of on the outskirts of Port-au-Prince to an area called Croix-des-Bouquets. Now, Croix-des-Bouquets is run by an armed group called 400 Maozo. 400 Maozo is one of the most prominent kidnapping armed groups, gangs in the country. And so I think basically they saw him come into their territory and said, hey, great. And they kidnapped him. And he said in a stream that they held him at gunpoint in a dark shed for hours until the boss of this gang, a guy named Lamont Saint-Jour, came and basically started talking to him and, basically told him you're kidnapped. And so they treated him relatively well, apparently, because, he said that he tried to charm them and just go along with it and make the best of it as much as possible. So they didn't put a bag over his head, this kind of thing. And they kept him for, I think, after 14 days, he used his phone to communicate with his another streamer friend of his named Sneeko, who goes by the name Sneeko. And they put out the message publicly that, that this guy, your fellow Arab, is kidnapped and by Lamont Saint-Jour of 400 Maozo, and they want to use international pressure. Apparently, they had given Lamont Saint-Jour a bribe, or a ransom payment of tens of thousands of dollars. I don't know exactly how much, thinking that would work, and then Lamont Saint-Jour did not release him. So that's when they went public. Now, I saw the tweets, the news on Friday morning that this guy is kidnapped. Some American YouTuber is kidnapped and supposedly by Barbecue, but I knew that's false because Barbecue is completely against kidnapping. And then some other headlines and articles were.
Remember that? He's against kidnapping, guys. You see how the West don't like him and they'll say something totally different. You know what I'm saying? So, see, this is not good. Now, this guy's an independent journalist. He goes out and does his own thing on his own dime. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you hear this, guys, right? Just keep going.
Saying by 400 Maozo. So the background, this is crucial. The background is that Barbecue has created an alliance called Vivre Ensemble with the different armed groups around Port-au-Prince with the goal of having a revolution. He fought against these guys for 4 years in very, very bitter and bloody battles. But the whole time he was saying, guys, let's stop fighting. We're all poor people from the same slums. Let's stop fighting and, have a revolution and improve the.
And what does that sound like, guys? That sounds like a good leader right there. And as we all know, the West don't like good leaders leading people in the right direction. What happens to those type people, right? We all know that. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Gaddafi. It goes on and on and on and on and on, man. Just do y'all research, man, because it's out there. It's out there. But yeah, this is what's going on, man. So when they paint somebody as a bad person, no, he's probably 100% good, and he just want equal opportunity, and he just trying to fight for the people. That's it. That's it. Let's get back to it.
This country instead of killing each other. And so finally, that whole process was consecrated. They created an alliance called Vive Ensemble. It was really last fall, but when Ariel Henry, the de facto prime minister, went to Kenya to go get to sign a memorandum of a bilateral agreement to have Kenyan death squads come into Haiti, Vive Ensemble went and attacked the airport, so he couldn't come back. So this group, Vive Ensemble, successfully expelled the U.S. puppet prime minister. And so then a couple weeks later, this American YouTuber wanders into Lamont Saint-Just's territory and he kidnaps him. So Kim Ives and I call Jimmy Cherizier Barbecue and we say, hey, there's an American YouTuber who is kidnapped, apparently by Lamont Saint-Just, though we don't know for sure. Do you know anything about it? What can you do? So he says, send me all the details you have and I'm going to do what I can. We talked to him a couple hours later. He says, I've confirmed he is kidnapped by Lamont Saint-Just. I put out a message in the Vive Ensemble WhatsApp group with all the different armed groups that kidnapping is not allowed. That is a cardinal rule of Vive Ensemble, of this alliance, this federation of armed groups, and that he should be released. And all of the other leaders in the group agreed, no kidnapping. We are against this. So the following day, all of a sudden, he is released. This guy gets released. I don't know exactly how, where he went, how it happened. Apparently, Barbecue even invited him to come to Barbecue's neighborhood for his birthday party. It happened to be Barbecue's birthday party that day, but he didn't, I guess he couldn't get there. So the guy, this American streamer,
wait, he even invited him. So Barbecue even invited him to like a party.
Yeah, to a neighborhood party for Barbecue's birthday.
But the Western, of course, the Western version of this is, that Barbecue had arrested him, right? That he was rounded up as a result of Madman Barbecue and his gangs, of course, were the reason for his arrest or his kidnapping. And here he is responsible. The exact opposite is the case. He helps him get out and invites him over for
You know what, guys? He did the opposite. He went, got the guy free, and also invited him to his birthday party. You understand what I'm saying? He's a good guy. He's a good guy. And he's not the only gang out there, but he's the good gang. But the Western world portrays him as what? A bad gang. Same thing. It was similar back in the days with the Black Panthers, man. If y'all don't remember the Black Panthers, back in the days, they were all for positive. It's just that we was just protecting our people with guns, policing our own neighborhoods with guns, and they didn't like that. And it was doing pretty good. But it was all positive, and they just came out and started spewing some lies about the Black Panther Party and put a bad name on it. Then everybody started hating it, then they turned the Black Panther Party into a terrorist group. Anything that's good, they turn it bad. And then guess what? They turn around and copy off of what the Black Panthers was doing. Look it up. It's crazy.
Like a celebration, I guess.
Exactly. So basically it came down to two independent journalists, myself and Kim Ives, seeing what was on the news on Twitter, calling Barbecue and Barbecue pressuring Lamont Saint-Just to release him. So apparently the U.S. Embassy didn't do anything for the 2 weeks that this guy, was in captivity. The U.S. government didn't do anything to help him. It was just, us acting as private citizens, using our journalistic contacts to help him out. And then, of course, the Western press turns the story on its head. I haven't had anybody, you, Clayton, Redacted is the first outlet to reach out to me to ask what actually happened here. And I've been tweeting about it publicly. So none of the outlets that you're seeing talk about this story have reached out to me. And I've been saying exactly what's going on.
Did you know astronauts never get toenail fungus?
Excuse the ad.
even though they have to wear the same socks for weeks on end.
Of course, they're totally quiet about it because it doesn't fit their narrative, right? And so I'll get you out of here on this, Dan, which is, and we're glad to hear that this guy, hopefully, I don't know if he's returned to the United States or not. If he's healthy, he's fine. He's in good hands now, back in the United States. But the narrative right now, of course, has been bubbling for the past couple of weeks that Haiti is descending into chaos, and that the United States needs to intervene. We need to send Nigerian forces in here to attack. But the opposite seems to be happening, right? That these groups now are sort of coming together, creating a revolution, and that really goes against this Western push to try to invade Haiti.
That's exactly it. There's real political significance to this kind of bizarre story, and it really shows that, what would have happened 1 or 2 years ago. Barbecue wouldn't have had any way to, pressure this guy. He wouldn't have heard it. The guy either would have had to pay, $100,000, and who knows, maybe I don't know, he could have gotten killed. He was apparently held at gunpoint for hours. This could have gone a whole lot worse, but basically it was resolved through unofficial diplomatic means. And it just shows that this whole process that Haiti is undergoing, really led by Jimmy Cherizier, Barbecue, the guy that they're claiming is a cannibal, is a much better alternative, and that Haiti can take care of itself. And that, there's no...
Hear that? He's a much better alternative, meaning that he's the good guy. He should be in charge. But the West, they don't want him in charge, which is, United States and British and whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like, they don't want that. So, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah. But they paint the bad picture, making him look bad when he's really the good guy, guys.
Foreign invasion or Kenyan death squads or any of this needed. It's just, let Haiti be. And if you're a YouTuber, then don't go looking for adventure. Just be
Right.
responsible.
Oh, I said
Wow.
Niger. I meant Kenya. So thank you for that. But yeah, just real fast, just so people understand again. So when people see this, they can share this. He got this nickname Barbecue when he was a kid, right? Because of his family, right?
Yeah, exactly. His mother sold grilled meats on the street. There were a lot of other Jimmys, growing up, and he became Jimmy Barbecue. But people on Twitter, in Vice News, they all say it's because he likes to burn people alive. But it's it's just a total lie.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You hear that, guys? Total lie. Total lie. So please do not start believing everything the news be telling y'all. You got independent people that go out there on their own dime, investigate thoroughly. All right. So let's keep it going. It's almost over.
Yeah, and of course, this is why the West wants him dead, right? This is exactly why the West wants him dead, because it's breaking their narrative. Dan, great to see you. Well, great work on this and helping in a way to get this American YouTuber freed from kidnapping. This is amazing, and we'll see if the West actually covers the story anywhere else. But here, Dan, great to see you. Thanks so much as always.
Wow.
Thanks a lot, Clayton.
I really hoped you enjoyed watching this video. YouTube thinks that you'll actually like this next video right here. It's personalized based on your own viewing habits. So if you watch the video, please leave a comment. Let us know what you think about it. And we will see you next time, everyone.
Excuse me, man. Yo, go check them out. Go check them out. Excuse me with all that, man. But anyway, go check Redacted out. Tell them that Fallback Digital sent you, man. They are a good news source. They get down to the nitty gritty. And yes, I use them. They are very good. So what y'all think, people? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, we can't believe everything the news is telling us. Um, I mean, we use that source as the number one source of information, and that's not right that they're giving us lies and making people into villains and criminals when they really not, you know. But this is just for the awake. This is for the grand awakening, for the good, not for the bad, not for violence, but for freedom, justice, equality, um, for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man, with your own people, with your surroundings, and you know what I mean, like bring humanity back, man. Because right now, it's a lot going on, man. A lot of stupid stuff going on, and we gotta stop it, man. So, please leave your comments and your thoughts below. Subscribe, share, and yeah, let's get the word out, man. They telling lies, man, and that's about it. Peace.